Welcome to Spillin Sweet Tea, the podcast that pours out a little bit of the good happening all around us. I'm your host, Morgan Robinson, and I'm here to show y'all that the world is just a little bit more connected than we all think, and to highlight some of the amazing people right here in Appalachia that are doing the good work every day. And one of those amazing people, I think you're like the universal hype woman. That's what I'm saying.
Ooh, I love that.
I love it.
I love that title.
Is Jessica Martin, absolutely amazing hype woman for the city of Charleston, for hidden gems, for small businesses, for individuals doing so many amazing things. I feel like you're everywhere. Everywhere. We were just saying, like, the beauty of, like, changing clothes in the car, like, trying to make it, because you're helping so many people tell their stories. And I feel like just being a follower of yours, I've learned so much about places that I felt like, oh, yeah, I know all about this. And you'll go in and give us a deeper dive, and it's amazing.
Yes, that's the goal. So first of all, that's an honor. Thank you. I have a lot of people reach out and they're like, how did you even find this place? And I will say it's kudos to my followers.
Yeah.
A lot of followers will reach out to me because they found a hidden gem.
Yeah.
And they know that I could publicize it on my platform.
Yeah.
So that's one cool benefit. I'm always like, if you find something that you feel like needs a little bit of uplifting, like reach out, let me know. So a lot of that comes from my followers.
That's
so all
amazing.
my followers love me. I love them even more.
They're sharing the wealth with you.
Yes.
It does. I mean, I feel like it takes a village, especially if you have a small business. It takes a village to make it successful. And you've built a really great village on social media that I think has that beautiful back and forth and sharing things. So we're going to talk to Jessica today about all of those things, about So Jam Fancy, her time on the beat right now, which I'm very excited about. Of course, we love Woody here on the beat. And really just what's going on in her life right now. I'll give you a little behind the scenes look, even though I feel like a lot of people feel like they know everything about you.
I know. I try to keep people in the loop.
Yeah.
I mean, for the most part, so there's not really much that's off of my platform.
Not a lot of hidden.
Right.
Yeah.
But sure, let's
see what we got. What is bringing you joy right now?
Oh my goodness. Definitely my kid. I have to say, he is doing all kinds of things. He's exploring into golf.
Oh.
He actually went from public school to private school this year.
Okay.
So it's been a huge journey as far as the transition from regular clothes to uniform, from barely any homework to a whole lot of homework. So he's just bringing me so much joy. He just had his last golf tournament, which that's a new sport. So I feel like the transition is making him open up and like really find himself. In middle school, that's an important time of life to like really find yourself and find your personality and what you want to do and all that. So he's definitely who's bringing me joy right now.
So how old is he?
He's 12.
Oh, gosh.
He'll be 13 in November. And his name's Jackson. I have to give him his little shout out. Yes, my chief.
Middle school is tough.
Yes,
it is. You do learn so much about yourself in middle school, and you are kind of exploring like who you're going to be, where you're going to go. So our twins are 22. They're getting ready to graduate from college. And
22?
22. Yep.
You look good, girl.
So they're graduating in May, literally like 2 weeks from now, which is crazy. But it's I think back to like them in middle school and just how much they were. You could see just little glimpses of the people they are now.
I know.
Oh, yeah.
It's such a huge transition. It's so crazy. Like, you know, from the outside, I'm sure people didn't see that in your kids, but like when you see them every single day, it's weird to be like, you look different from last week.
Yeah.
Like, you're different from last week. What's going on? But it's literally like every week he's like a different human. And I'm like, this is so wild.
It's going to be like that, I feel like, for like 6 years too. So wild.
It's crazy. I mean, and it's just now getting to that point though. I feel like the transition is what really made us start recognizing like the huge changes. So that's why that has to be my answer to that question.
I love that.
Now.
That's great joy. What's a moment that's really moved you in the past year?
Ooh, that's really moved me. I think just me recognizing the impact that my content is making.
Yeah.
You know, I've been monetized on socials for probably almost 5 years.
Okay.
Which is kind of unheard of because nobody even realized that Facebook was paying anything.
Right.
But I've been monetized for a really long time. And I probably a year and a half ago was like, you know what? This could actually go somewhere. I have this great big platform. that I'm just being goofy on.
Yeah.
And I could use it to really uplift other people.
Yeah.
So I think that recognition is what I have to, that would be my answer.
So it is so beautiful. And I appreciate how transparent you are with the monetization, because so many people are like, how do I do it? And you were there to tell them.
Oh, yeah. It's not, I don't keep it off. People ask me, how do I do this? How do I do that? What did you do to get this? The thing is, I will tell you all the gems.
Yes.
The thing is, I cannot make the horse drink the water.
Right.
I can lead the horse to the water.
Yes.
But that doesn't mean they're going to drink.
Right.
And it's not easy. It's work. You have to put in the work.
Yeah.
So I don't mind to share it. Just know you got to do it.
You got to do the work. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. All the little prompts and everything that they're like, today you need to do this today. And people do. I feel like somebody told me when I started the podcast, they're like, if you make it past 5 episodes, then you're actually going to do this thing.
Right.
Because it's work, and people don't realize that it just feels fun, that kind of thing.
Yep.
Very similar. And it was very similar in that, we're going to give you these tips and, tricks, but if you're not willing to take the time, then don't even worry about it.
And that's what happens a lot of the time. Everybody's like, I'm going to be a content creator. And then they start creating the content.
Yeah.
And then they realize that consistency plays a huge part.
Yeah, it's responding to comments.
Yeah, and they're like, I don't know if this is for me anymore, which it's not for everybody.
Right.
I always say that and that's the thing, there's content everywhere, but actually being a content creator is not for everyone, because not everybody can keep up. It's such a fast-paced, forever changing thing that it's rough. It is. But if you ask, I'll tell you.
And you're doing a fabulous, it's more than a full-time job. And you're doing a fabulous job with that. It's crazy.
Thank you.
So advice, you're talking about giving advice to people. What's some of the best advice that you've received?
I would say just be yourself. And this has been instilled in me since I was a little itty bitty girl. My mom would say, no matter where you are, no matter who you're around, no matter what you're doing, be yourself. And it has that has transpired into now.
Yeah.
With my content creation and things, I'm just always myself.
Yeah.
There are certain things that I won't cover on my platform, any controversial, political, if someone's passed away. I don't cover anything like that. I don't want anybody to think I would ever want to get monetized off of someone else's death or anything like that. But other than that, I'm just fully myself. And when I was little, I remember my mom, because you have to think, as being a little black girl, there wasn't like Princess Tiana and representation anywhere.
You weren't seeing yourself.
Right. So my mom would always be like, your brown skin's beautiful. Like, you be yourself. You don't try to be anyone else. You are beautiful just the way you are, how you are. So I would say that's my biggest piece of advice. And I always tell other people when they're like, on socials, you're just so funny and you don't really hold anything back. And I'm like, I'm just myself. I'm like, and that's what you need to be. Because of course they're asking questions like, well, what do you think you should do? What I should do for this, or I should do for that? And I follow this person and I think that they do well. And I'm like, okay, that's great. Right. But take that and make it yours. Like, be yourself. So that's my biggest one.
I love that so much. I feel like so many young people need to hear that too, because they are seeing, they're inundated with content, and they're saying, who should I emulate, or who should I be? Just being yourself. It's so much easier, and the world needs you.
Yes.
I love that. I always say, and I've said it on this show before, we're all so weird, right? People.
Be weird.
People are just weird
Stay weird.
in general. Like, own your weird, stay weird.
Absolutely.
Find people who appreciate your weird.
Exactly.
There is no such thing as normal, and anyone who says they are is just doing a great job of hiding
and I
it.
always say, if you feel like the people you're around that they're saying things like, you're too much or you're strange, those just aren't your people.
They're not your
and
people.
You will find your tribe. You will find your people that don't think you're too much or don't think you're too weird, and we'll be an instant bond.
Oh, and I love that. Mayor Goodwin talks about that a lot, about having people that have told her that she's too much, and she's like, step up to my level. You're not enough.
Exactly.
I love that.
Exactly.
She's such an amazing mentor and inspiration for young people, for myself, to really show that being yourself and not being unapologetic of who you are.
Yes.
So speaking of unapologetic, what are you unapologetically passionate about?
Oh, there's so many things. I would say being a girl's girl. I am a huge girl's girl.
You are a good girl's girl.
Yeah. I love the girls, and I try, I uplift everybody.
Yeah.
But as soon as somebody, sends me a little jib of like, oh, this business is out and it's owned by
It's female owned.
Yeah, I'm like, where is it? Like, I'm more so engaged. Just because I feel like sometimes people just don't give us the credit we deserve.
Yes.
And I mean, it's like, well, guess what? Nobody would be here without us females.
Exactly.
So I think we should get a little more credit. So I have no apology for being a girl's girl.
Yes.
You know, I do support and uplift everybody, but I definitely support and uplift women more. I feel like we go through so much and we balance so much, and I'm not discrediting men at all.
Right.
But you know that women do a lot, and I know that we need that uplift sometimes. Sometimes it gets overwhelming. Sometimes we feel like the weight of the world is on our shoulders. So I'm going to be that girl.
I love it.
Girly, lift that head up.
Lift that head up.
Keep on
going.
Keep
the crown straight. Yeah. Well, I love that we had Maria, who's one of my best friends, Maria Belcher, on the show a few weeks ago. And she said that. She's like, I asked her what she's grateful for. She said, my girlfriends.
Yes.
And having that, like, girlhood, girl group, girlfriends, and a sisterhood, right?
Yep.
Because there are just things that we understand that others don't. And we do need that extra push sometimes, that extra support, because I think we so often get into our own heads that we need that support system to say, no, stand up straight.
Right.
You know what you're doing. You know what you're capable of.
And a lot of people, that's the other thing too, is like, I think a lot of people let what people say to them really get into their heads, even if it's the smallest thing. I mean, I remember like being on the plus size side when I was younger, and the little things people would say. And it would stick in my head for a really long time. And my mom would talk me out of it without knowing she was, if that makes any sense.
That's wonderful, yeah.
So I always tell my mom she's got to be like a mind reader or something, because she just randomly like come in my room like, hey, just wanted to remind you that you're beautiful. And, you know, like little things like that.
Yeah.
So I would be like, I really needed to hear that right now. Because, you know, and I never got bullied or anything like that. It's just, people don't recognize that there's little minor bullying in your words with how you say things and what you say to people. And I feel like women really get that whip sometimes.
Yeah. I remember I was part of a fashion show for a nonprofit here. And I went to a boutique, and the owner of the boutique looked at me and said, I don't know if we have anything in your size.
Oh.
And I think in their mind, it wasn't meant to be catty. They were probably just thinking out loud, but that stuck with me. I mean, those were like barbed wires into my heart.
And then you have the girls that do things that are obscene to try to get thin.
Yes.
And I'm going to start using my platform a little more. I feel like I don't really use it right now for the plus size industry, but I was just talking to a friend about, you know, I impact so many people and I influence so many people, and I am a plus size girl, and I do wear the cutest outfits.
You do.
But I want it to be more so that I'm letting people know without just a picture that it is okay to have a stretch mark, to have flabby arms, to be, you know, it's okay.
Yeah.
Like, really your inner is what matters.
Yeah. Body positivity, no matter what, because we all have issues with our bodies, I think. And, you know, being the mom of a girl, it's something that I'm really conscious of, and something that I didn't even think about until I got older. The way that I talk about myself in front of her influences the way she thinks of herself.
Absolutely.
And it's tough, especially to, like, myself grow up in a 90s culture that was all about, like, how thin can you get, and just, I'm not built that way.
Yeah. It's so crazy to think about, right?
It is so
crazy to think about, like, the years we were growing up. I mean, plus size was really, if you think of like the Tyra Banks show.
Oh my gosh.
And you think about the girls they were classifying as plus size then. I mean, it's no wonder that people were picking themselves apart, you know? And so I am glad that the world has like evolved a little more and encompasses and embraces the beauty of curves a little more now.
Yeah.
So
well, I think like you just said, you know, not seeing someone like a Princess Tiana, you know, it's the same for anyone that has something that they're self-conscious about. If you don't see that representation of a reflection of you on a screen or a stage or a platform, you feel less than.
Exactly.
Yeah, or underrepresented. Yep. Yeah, it is. I do. I think we're doing a better job. I think we're at least conscious of it, whereas before we weren't. But we still have so much more work to do.
Oh, so much more work. And I do want to use my platform. So when you start seeing me like posting my outfits,
double, triple likes.
Me in like a bikini, and I'm like, oh, hey guys. Don't be like, what's she doing? She's never posted like this before.
Yes, I love it. I love it so much. So you give me a little sneak preview of what your soundtrack is, but I want to hear it. If there was a soundtrack of your life, what song would be playing right now?
It would be Don't Stop Believing.
I love it.
Would be.
What a classic.
It would be Don't Stop Believing. And honestly, growing up, I probably didn't even really know that song.
Yeah.
But that's one song. There's more than one reason. It's not just because it's called Don't Stop Believing. Mm-hmm. That's a song that you could play anywhere and everybody knows the words.
Yes.
As soon as that beat drops, everybody's screaming the lyrics.
Yeah.
And I think that is like how I feel about myself. I feel like I walk in a room and everybody's like, there's Jessica Martin. And then you have the people that are like, is that her? Is that Jessica Martin? And then you have the people that recognize it's me and they don't walk up to me, but they'll message me and say, I saw you tonight. And I'm like, first of all, don't do that. If you see me out, please walk up. I do have RBF really bad, but I promise it will change when you walk up.
Light up.
But I have a lot of people that will recognize me out and I'm like, it's just that momentum that I love and Don't Stop Believing. And of course the lyrics and just overall, that's what I preach on my socials is just like believe in yourself. I feel like mental health awareness and clarity is so important. So just that song, like I feel like encompasses it all.
So good.
It's so good.
It's so good. And it actually plays, so I keep joking that at the end of this year, I'm going to create like a mixtape or whatever of all the songs that people have said because they're all so inspirational.
Oh, I bet.
And it needs to be like everybody's hype mix.
Yes.
Lindsay McIntosh and Mariah Carey's Hero, which
Lindsay loves Mariah Carey. If she could transform into Mariah Carey, she would.
I need her. I'm sure she's met Jerry Comer because he also is a Mariah fan. The two of them together in the same room may just,
that might be something.
Yeah.
Maybe get them both
make
here.
That happen. Yeah, I love that. All right, so we're going to move on to a few personal questions. So you have built a huge platform, right? Mm-hmm. You're celebrating local people and places. What inspired you to actually get started? Like, what was the kickoff?
So I think, honestly, I just randomly started posting, like, reviews and noticing, like, the engagement from it, and that people were influenced and that those businesses were reaching back out to me like, hey, we had like a huge amount of people come in this week that saw your video. And I'm like, oh, really? So I was, and like I said in the beginning, like, you know, it was like a huge recognition for me to be like, I could really be using my platform to uplift other people. And especially with the reviews and the business owners reaching out and saying, you know, this had a huge impact on my following or because people have to realize it's not always monetary write-off. And sometimes it's just that they got 100 new followers that week from my post. And then those people eventually end up in their establishment.
Right.
And I think that's really what made me decide to like start using it for, I shouldn't say for good because it's always been for good, but really, for good of uplifting others.
Right.
Once I realized how fast my following was growing, I'm like, oh, this is really good. Like we could really reach a wide band of people. Yeah. So as soon as I seen that and I seen how fast I was growing, I'm like, you know what? Let's do it. Let's actually start doing some business spotlights. Yeah. Getting some local leaders.
Put a strategy behind it.
Yeah. Because before it wasn't really strategic. It was just me being goofy and posting little cute quotes and cute pictures and selfies and whatever, which I still do that. But now there is some strategy behind it. And I do like, you know, try to schedule out what I have coming up, or if somebody reaches out, I do try to at least share to my story. It's 24 hours, but a lot of people look. So,
and it's not reactive. You're being proactive and thinking about like what is going to be helpful. What do people want to see? What is opening that's new that maybe needs a little extra love? So how do you keep that positivity? And it's a question that I actually get myself sometimes. You know, you're doing so much. You're doing so many things for other people, especially being a mom. How do you maintain that sense of positivity and enthusiasm
I would say it goes back to the be yourself, the believing yourself. Like I do sometimes have to look in the mirror and be like, okay, are you doing the right thing? Something really tragic recently happened in Charleston. People were like, why are you not covering it? I've received several messages about it. And it just goes back to me not posting anything controversial. Just, I don't want anybody to think I'm on either side of anything like that. And to remain positive, I'm just really firm in making sure what I post is from my voice. Yes. And that it's something that I'm going to be able to stand on. Because what people don't realize is screenshots go far.
Oh, yeah.
Screenshots, screen recordings, those go far.
They live forever.
And they live forever. So once you post something on a social media platform, baby, it don't matter if you delete it 2 seconds later.
It's
somebody's
got it.
If it's somebody else that's posted to me that's got the screenshot. But screenshots go far. And so that's my biggest thing is just really making sure everything I post, I want it to live forever. And I want it to be from me, my voice, not anyone else's, not just posting before, that's the thing. If you're not strategic with your content, before it could have been somebody messaged me and said, hey, share this. And I'm not even really looking at it. And I'm just sharing it. And it doesn't matter what it is. But I'm very strategic about what I do share and what I don't share. And
it's almost giving an endorsement.
Yes,
like putting your name on it.
Exactly. So I would say that's I'm sticking with that answer.
I really respect that, and that's something that I talk about on this program. It's not that I don't acknowledge that there are bad things happening, and there's negativity. That's exactly why I started this, because I want to put positivity out there. That's what I loved so much, and why I reached out to you initially, because I was like, I think we're kind of doing the same thing. Right. We both just want to try to shine a positive light.
Exactly. And there's so much.
And there's so much.
Many positive, great things happening in Charleston. And for some reason, there's always a huge light on the negative. And I'm like, but what about this?
What about all these?
This is going really good.
We have so many amazing people. Just the people in Charleston, the people in Appalachia as a whole.
Exactly.
The grit, the grace that they have is inspiring, and we need to look at that, shine a light on that.
Shine a light on that.
Makes the world just feel a little bit smaller in the best way possible.
Right. Exactly. I mean, and we're in such a small town. Like, Charleston's so small. Like, if I started listing people, let's say I put down a list of 10 people, you're probably going to know at least 5. And honestly, you're probably going to know all 10 in some kind of way, especially when we start listing who their parents are or something like that. So it's such a small town to where I feel like we should all love on each other.
Yes.
And I don't know why we don't love on each other more. It's like, like the negativity has become the cool, and I hate it. I get it out of here. I'm like,
nobody has time for that.
Yeah.
As I get older too, the more I'm just like, I don't have the space for that.
Or the energy.
I can't handle it.
Exactly.
It's too exhausting.
It is, and that's what I say a lot too. The content creators that do decide to shine light all the time on negativity. It has to be exhausting.
It has to be exhausting.
There's no way that you're laying your head at night and you're not exhausted, because and yes, when I lay my head at night, I'm exhausted, but in a totally different way. It's like I'm physically tired. It's not like I'm like, oh, my heart hurts because I posted all that negativity. It's more like I'm just physically exhausted because I'm on everywhere all the time.
Right.
But I can't imagine the exhaust behind that. And it's like, just change it.
You're the only person that has the power to do that. Yes.
Exactly.
I love that. We talked to Sergio last week, and he said, I love where I am right now because every night I go to bed happy and tired.
Yes.
He's like, and isn't that the best feeling, to be happy and tired, to know that like you've worked for your goals and that you feel fulfilled, but that you're also just like, oh, I'm ready for the day to be over. And I was like, what a gift.
Yeah, and that's the difference. Like, when I lay at night, I'm like, oh my God, like, I influenced this, I uplifted this, this person reached out about that. I mean, people reach out all the time, and I appreciate those messages. More, I mean, and some people are like, oh, I didn't want to message you and bother you. I'm like, oh no, you have no idea. I love receiving messages that are just letting me know I'm doing the right thing.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, I love that. Well, and I've said, y'all have heard me say 1,000 times, if you're thinking of something or someone, reach out to them in that moment, whether it's text, whether it's a messenger, whatever it is, and just say, like, I see you, I appreciate what you're doing, I'm thinking of you. I feel like those little touches mean so much to everyone. It really does matter. Yeah. So we're moving on to the sip list. So some quick questions. Tea or coffee?
Oh, definitely tea.
Definitely tea. Okay.
And I'm like, I'm probably like almost diabetic. Like it's like,
so like
I like a little bit of tea with my sugar.
so iced tea probably more than hot tea, or
that really just depends. I'll just drink it however. It really depends on where I am. So if I'm outside on a hot day, clearly I want
iced tea.
Yes. Yeah. But I love me some hot tea, especially like at night.
Oh,
like before bed, I'm like a little old lady.
Yes.
It's real crazy that I'm on everywhere because really in my heart, I'm a little old lady.
Same.
Like I mean,
that's hilarious.
I'll make me and Jerry some tea at night, and we'll just sit there and sip, kind of talk about the day. Nice. We're like a little old couple. Yeah. It's the funniest thing. But
it's so beautiful. I do enjoy. What a luxury, though. It's so nice just to have that. Yes. I drink all the time. So my husband calls me Edith. That's my old lady name because I have a garden.
I don't have an old lady.
You got to get an old lady. You got to think about it. So I have my garden. I have a little feeder for my squirrels and my birds. I go out there and I'm like drinking my coffee in the morning. Yeah, it's the best. I love being a little old lady.
It's funny because we live up on a hill in North Charleston and behind it's woods.
Yeah.
So he got me was that Christmas? I don't remember when that was. But one of those little salt blocks for the deer.
Yes.
And a bird feeder for me to hang.
Yep.
So I just watch
do the same thing.
Squirrels and the deer and the whatever and just
I love it.
I love it.
It's so same. I'm just like out there in my room.
And it's funny because you look at my page and they're like, "Oh, she's so young and lively and she's everywhere." And I'm like, "Really? I'm 95."
You're but like, I'm drinking my tea, watching my deer.
Yes, literally.
Oh, it's perfect. I love it. What are you reading or listening to right now?
Ooh, that's a good one. Well, I've loved your series. I've loved following all the amazing things because even though we're kind of doing the same thing,
it's totally different.
It's totally different. Yeah. And you learn so much about people with your series that it's like, oh my gosh, like, yeah, I knew they were doing this, but I knew they were doing that.
That's my favorite thing. I love being nosy.
Yeah.
I just love learning about people.
And that's the thing. I love being nosy, but I don't love being messy. And I think there's a very big difference.
Yes. Oh,
I think there's a very big difference in being nosy and messy. There's a lot of people on socials that are really messy.
Yeah.
And then there's me that's like nosy. Like there's a lot that I've read and know about and I've seen pictures and whatever, but I'm not going to put it on.
I'm not going to. No.
But I was nosy enough to like climb down that little rabbit hole and
at 2 o'clock in the morning when I saw that like somebody I went to high school with is no longer wearing a wedding ring. Yes. I'm like, let me go into their life
and then
story.
you end up on like
sharing it.
Their grandma's aunts, ex-husband's pastor's page or something.
Yes. Yep.
Yes.
No, I'm nosy. I just want to know all the good things. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, I love that. So what are you grateful for right now?
I would say change.
Ooh.
I'm grateful for change and elevation.
Okay.
Just because a lot has changed for me in the last, I don't even know, 6 months or something, as far as me being on the radio now and
lots of new opportunities.
So many new opportunities.
Yeah.
And it's like a new door of opportunity literally opens for me daily, which I'm super grateful for. And I'm just grateful for the people that actually like believe in what I'm doing and reach out to honor and give me more opportunities, you know? So that's,
I love that so much. I love too that you handle all of this change with grace.
Oh yeah.
Because change is hard sometimes.
It is.
But it's necessary. And I feel like you've navigated all of these opportunities very responsibly.
Right.
But also very gracefully.
Yes, I've tried.
It's hard. It's very hard.
And it's hard. Mm-hmm. And I mean, I'm very, I'm straightforward. There have been tears. There have been days that Jerry's like, do I just hug you? Like what? I mean, I don't know.
What do I do? Yeah.
And honestly, a lot of the tears, I'm like, I don't even know why I'm crying.
Yeah.
I'm just like happy but sad that
just emotional overload.
Yes. Yeah. It's crazy, and I don't think people talk about it enough that you grieve the old you.
I love that. Yeah.
You grieve what you used to be so passionate about, or that you thought was like your end all or whatever. And I feel like that's where a lot of the tears come from.
Oh, okay.
I'm like, okay, so, you were a banker for almost 8 years, and that's a large portion of life. And I grieve that sometimes. And it's weird because it's like, I don't really want to be at that desk from 9 to 5, but at the same time, it's weird. It's weird not seeing my customers, and it's weird. It's just a whole different lifestyle
just a season.
now.
Yeah, it's a whole season.
So I think people don't talk about enough the grievances behind that, though. Like you don't, and sometimes it's not full force, and people aren't crying and crazy stuff. But there is
it's almost like homesick for a place that you're a person used to be instead of a place you used to live.
Exactly.
Interesting. I love that. And I think that's probably part of why you have that grace, though, because you have the appreciation for where you were and where you're going. Exactly. Whereas a lot of people are like, let's just get that chapter over with. Let's forget it ever existed. But being able to like appreciate that and carry it on, that really does help.
Yes, it does. And I try to be strategic as far as like when the opportunities come in, is it something that I really want to pursue? Does it align with what I have going on as far as my content, my purpose, where I feel like I'm walking towards, and then I kind of go from there. But I do try to be a little strategic because people reach out for all and everything.
Oh yeah, you can't say yes to everything.
I mean all and everything. I mean, I'm like,
is this gonna go to the Spillin Tea After Dark series?
Well, I'm just like, that's not what my platform's for.
That's not me.
I'm sorry. Like, I know I'm real wild and crazy, but I'm not that wild and crazy.
There's a line.
Yes. And they're like, oh, well, you have 40,000 followers. You know, I'm aware.
Like,
now, if y'all have like a feet pic in, my feet aren't pretty. So they're like,
I have like little.
They're not ugly either. They just are just like short and black and
they're just
stubby.
Normal. Yeah.
They're like my toes look like little Vienna sausages.
I have sausages. Yeah, that's what my.
But every time I say this to somebody that like knows
like, there's
it
a market for that.
They're like, somebody out there loves it and they pay for it, and I'm like, okay,
all right.
Now it won't be on my platform,
but it won't be so jam fancy. It'll be
so jam footsie.
Toe jam.
So jam footsie.
So jam foot.
Are we on the?
We're on to something. I think we're on to something. Okay, now I get 10%.
Yes, exactly. Because we came up with that.
Came up with the name.
It would go towards this, or
yeah, we got it. Yeah, it'll go to the show. I love it. Did you actually have any time to watch TV? I know you watch From.
Yes, I do watch From.
I still haven't. I'm so excited. I haven't started it yet.
First of all, I should have gave you homework to watch it before I came here today.
I know. The newest season of From is out. I like to wait until there's like a few episodes and then watch them.
I'm the complete opposite.
Really?
I'm in like Facebook groups.
Yeah.
I have
to do it.
I have to like mute them because they start like spilling all the beans.
That's how the Testaments. Yeah.
Oh, From is really good. That's a really good one. I actually watch a lot of shows. Okay. I'm a real like Netflix especially junkie. Yeah. Like it's bad.
What else do you watch?
I watch Virgin River.
Oh, I
watch Bridgerton.
Okay.
I'm trying to think. There's so many. I need like my phone to like scroll through.
Do you have a guilty pleasure show that you don't want to admit that you watch?
I need to. No, but I do love those like reality shows, like The Circle.
Yes, yeah.
And Love Is Blind.
Yes,
Love Is Blind has fallen off so bad. I hope somebody from production sees this because I used to be obsessed.
That's what our kids said.
Because I haven't watched it. Yeah,
that's what they said. They were like, it was not good. Yeah, I watched 90 Day Fiance.
Ooh,
I love it.
I haven't watched that in a really long time, and that's got to be on like season.
They have like
40 or something.
Yeah,
like that's got to be.
It is.
I remember watching that like way back.
Yes, I'm dedicated.
Oh, and it's still good.
It's still 90 Day Fiance.
Oh my gosh. I haven't watched that in years. Dang, what is that show called that I watch? Oh, it's real crazy. Fake Profile.
Oh, I don't even know this.
Does it sound like it will be
Fake Profile?
I mean,
is this like identity, or social media identity?
Soft. It's soft. Ooh. That's the best way I can say it without getting too raunchy on here.
So we're going to save that for the after dark, but I'm here for it.
But it's called Fake Profile, and you would think that it's not going to have all these crazy scenes.
I'm ready.
But it's like every 15 minutes.
You're
it's
like
crazy.
Making sure your kids aren't coming in.
Yes, so that's oh no, he can't be there at all. I watched that when he's like standing there with a friend or something. Yeah. But it's a good one, and that's how it starts out. It starts out that the guy's acting like someone else, and they meet through her working at a nightclub, and then it just goes
crazy.
Yes.
So who would you spill tea with if you could?
You know, I've been thinking about this question a lot, and I'm like, first of all, I just know I'm capable of spilling tea with whoever.
Yeah.
I reach out to somebody that knows that person, and I'm like, hey, I want to get to know this person.
Yeah.
Blah, blah. I was really trying to think more so who I think you should get on this show.
Ooh, who should I spill tea with?
And a really good person would be Ashley Wright.
Oh, yeah.
Have you had her on here?
No.
I was gonna say I missed that one. If you
No,
have.
I have not. But she would be
The
fabulous.
reason why is she's very connected to the community.
Yeah.
And not just through her restaurant,
Right.
but just in general as a person.
yeah.
She's just a really good, like, her personality's fabulous. Now, that's not who I clearly I spilled tea with her already.
Yeah, I would say you probably split tea
Oh,
with
gosh, what is my answer for this? I would say Lotto.
her. Okay.
That's probably a really random answer.
That was very random. But I'm okay with
So
it, though.
my reasoning behind it is she's very, like, I don't care.
Yeah.
Like, this is me. This is my baby
Yeah.
bop. I don't really care what y'all have to say about it. And I love people like that.
Yeah.
I love people that are like, I am myself.
Yeah.
No matter where I am.
This is why you love Morgan Morrison.
That's why I love Morgan Morrison. Have you had her on here?
No, she's on the list too. My list is like so long.
You got to get her in here
She's so
ASAP. You got to get her in here ASAP.
Yeah.
Now, the thing with Ashley is I'm like her like cheerleader when it comes to content because she has all kinds of content in her phone.
Yeah.
And then she won't even put it out. And she's like, I'm going to find the time, Jessica, blah, blah. So she's been doing much better. I'm so proud of you, Ashley, by the way.
Aww.
She's been posting like crazy and all of her content's really good. And then she's like really humble to where I'm like, so what
She's very humble.
are you using to edit stuff? And she's like, oh, I'm just using this. I barely know what I'm doing. I'm like, girl, yeah, right. Because look at all these little edits. How'd you do all that? So, yes, Ashley, Morgan.
Okay.
If you get Lotto in here, girl, I'd probably pass out on the floor.
Yeah, you would be my first call.
Oh my god!
I'd step aside and let you spill the tea.
And it's so funny because like being on the radio, I asked Woody, I'm like, Lil Wayne's coming. This was right after I got hired. Literally within a couple weeks, they announced the Lil Wayne concert, and I thought, wait, I didn't think about this.
Yeah.
I'm on the radio.
I'm on the radio.
Am I going to meet Lil Wayne? Because I might pass out.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. And he was like, actually, Lil Wayne runs like the president. And none of us will be meeting him for like a one-on-one nothing.
Right.
And I was like, well, honestly, that's probably saving my
probably
heart
for the best.
rate because I'd probably pass out. Now, as far as Woody Fest and the baby and all that,
I was going to say,
that might be a different story.
Or Anne Regatta.
I know.
Yeah.
I don't know. I might get to meet some of those people. Oh, and
Well, he's
Bow
not
Wow was a
little
huge
anymore.
crush of mine.
Bow Wow
growing
was
up.
everybody's.
And I've grown up now. I don't think I would pass out if I met him, but it would be an honor.
It's nostalgia. Sure. Yeah, it would bring me back. I would have a lot of nostalgia.
Yeah,
meeting
for sure.
Yeah.
But yes, I love me some Lotto, and I know that's probably a really random answer.
I love
but I'm one of those people that it's like you meet me in person, and you would never expect the music in my car. It gives like Trap Queen almost.
Okay. All right. See, mine is just like so far from one end of the spectrum to the other.
Oh,
like,
well, mine is too. My song was "Don't Stop Believing."
Exactly.
I tell you,
yeah,
I want to sip tea with
mine's
Lotto,
like '90s country to like.
Now you gotta think. I'm from Rand, which is the hood, quote unquote. Yeah. But I went to Riverside with all the rednecks, all of them, every single one.
Yeah.
I'm talking like chewed tobacco in the fountain.
Oh
sometimes. Real gross.
Yeah,
I know.
Oh, I'm from Kentucky. I fully get it.
So it's a real wide range.
It's a window.
Music.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy. But as far as my car goes, if I'm really like trying to hype myself.
Oh,
it's like Lotto, Gucci.
Nice. Yes. Yeah. So we're going to show some appreciation for somebody else by pouring one out. So who would you like to pour one out to? Show a little gratitude, give them their flowers, or just give them a little spotlight?
I'm going to say my mom.
Oh,
I am.
She sounds
You guys have heard
amazing.
some great things about my mom.
Yeah.
And usually she's my plus one because I talk about me being a grandma. Jerry's really a grandpa. Like, if I get a plus one to something,
like, no, thank you.
He usually does not. If it especially if he has to get dressed up.
Oh, my gosh.
He's like, oh, I have to put on more than my Crocs. I'm like, yes. He doesn't want to come.
Yeah.
So my next person is my mom. She usually goes everywhere with me. So I've probably
seen her and not
seen her at events with me and don't realize that it's my mom because she does look really young. People always think that we're sisters. Yes, but the pour has to go to her because I would not be me.
Yeah.
And like all the answers that I've given.
I was going to say, so much of it's come back to your mom and the confidence she built and that sense of self that she instilled in you.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, that's a good one.
She's literally the best. Like, I always tell Jackson, I'm like, I pray I'm being as good of a mom to you as my mom was.
Yeah. Well, when you have a good example like that, you can feel pretty strongly that you are.
Yeah.
Oh, I love that.
I know. Yes, yes.
So here's the time where we flip it around, pass the cup, and you can ask me a question.
Ooh.
Do you have one ready?
Do I have one ready?
I'm a little nervous.
I didn't know that you had twins.
So I'm a stepmom, but I've been with them since they were 4. So I just call them my own. Yeah. So I have an amazing relationship with their birth mother, with Amanda. She's here.
Okay.
We have such a beautiful blended family.
I love this even more.
Yeah. I actually want to have Amanda on this show to talk about this. But yeah, so I met the kids when they were 4. They've been in my life ever since. We've co-parented, and she and her husband at the time had 2 little girls. I remember being at the soccer field, and the twins would be playing, and I'd have one of the babies, and then she would be like with one of the other, and like people were like, I don't understand this dynamic, like who is whom and who, like what is happening. And so we really have prided ourselves on being able to have this beautiful blended family. We do holidays together. We like all celebrate Christmas together. Her girls call me fairy godmother. Like,
oh my gosh.
And we really, I feel like in my mind could not have a better relationship.
I love that. So I love that even more because I was actually raised by my mom being a single mom for years. And then she met my stepdad, which he's passed away now. But he met my stepdad. They ended up having a baby 10 years. So I have a brother that's 10 years younger than me.
Yeah.
But it was very, like, when he came into our lives, it was crazy because he had 2 kids, was very blended. And I loved it.
Yeah.
I loved, like, having the additional siblings and just feeling like, okay, now I have this part, like I have this extra, like I have an extra dad, basically. So I'm sure that... It
really
is, I'm sure.
Well, it's been such a gift, and I could not be more appreciative to Amanda for allowing me the privilege of being a mom to them, because I know I'm sure that is incredibly hard to share your kids with someone all the time, but I feel like she does it so with a lot of grace and with a lot of transparency, and we have a great relationship, and we've been able to be with one another through. She lost her mom last year. I lost mine the year before. And so we've really experienced everything life has to throw at you and become a stronger family unit because of that.
So special.
Well, now we are up to the last sip. So the last sip is just like a little something I like to leave y'all with. And today it's from Paulo Coelho. Maybe the journey isn't about becoming anything. Maybe it's about unbecoming everything that isn't really you, so that you can be who you were meant to be in the first place. And I feel like that was like right on for you, right? Like your journey is becoming everything that you were meant to be and shedding those things. And I think that really fell in line with what we talked about. You're taking with you your experiences and moving forward into this new era of change. And how exciting is that?
So fun. It's been such a journey for sure, but it's been so worth it. It's weird because I said the thing about middle school and Jackson finding himself, but it's weird because here I am 36 and I'm like,
am I still finding myself?
Is this me? Is this like who I was supposed to be this whole time? Like, this is crazy.
Yeah. But and in 10 years, who knows? Where will you be then?
And that's one thing too. It's like, if you feel like you haven't found yourself, it's never too late.
Oh, yeah. It's never
and
too
honestly,
late.
You might find yourself and then decide, oh, that's not really the version I want to be anymore. And then you just go into a new season.
Yeah, nothing is permanent. If you want to rediscover yourself and you want to be someone different than you are right now, all you have to do is take the first step.
For sure.
Yeah. I love it. Thank you so much for spilling tea with me today.
Of course. Thank you. The tea was delicious.
It's so good. All right, where can they find you?
Okay, so my primary platform is Facebook. You can find me under Jessica A. Martin or So Jam Fancy. Both of those pages, my Jessica A. Martin has been around a lot longer. So Jam Fancy, actually, I just got approved to be a Sam's Club content creator.
Yes.
So I will be posting because I love that's the club that I
really
love.
Club. Yes.
That's my favorite club.
Yeah.
So if you want to check that out, you can check me out at So Jam Fancy. And then I do have Instagram. I'm trying to think of all the ones that have the same thing. Instagram, X, and Threads and Instagram are all under I'm Fancy, huh? So YEA I'm Fancy, huh? And that has been my name for years.
I love that.
Prior to the radio.
Okay.
I've always had the nickname Fancy.
So cute.
It's so crazy that all of this has somehow came into play with.
It all comes full circle.
I know. Yeah. It's wild, right?
Yeah.
But yes, that name's always been the thing. And everybody's like, are you going to change to So Jam Fancy? And I'm like, no. It's still
yeah.
So YEA. There's no H. I'm Fancy,
huh? I'm Fancy, huh? And you're on 107.3 The Beat.
Yes. So
on the weekends.
On the weekends.
Okay.
So
perfect.
on Saturday and Sunday. Saturday 10 to 4, Sunday 12 to 5.
Beautiful. Those are like such fun because you're out, you're like, especially in the summer in Charleston, everybody's listening to you at the pool.
Exactly.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, so much fun.
So we're bringing the jams.
Yes. Well, we had so much fun spilling the tea with Jessica. If you enjoyed today's show, make sure you give it a like and a subscribe and tune in to us again every Tuesday at 7 a.m. You can find us here on YouTube or wherever you listen to your podcasts. Until next time, keep your tea sweet and your outlook sweeter.